John Paul Fischbach again, the Chief Alchemist and CEO here at the Auspicious Arts Incubator, with the final law of Huna, number 7. This week, it's law number 7, effectiveness is the measure of truth. The ultimate measure of truth is not some expert's opinion. It is not someone else's belief. It is not someone else's experience. The ultimate measure to determine if something is true for you is its effectiveness in your life. What works is true for you, and your truth is what matters. So whatever works for you is your truth. This law applies to achieving your goals and creating your art as well. For every goal, there are many paths to get there. For every problem, there are lots of solutions. But we often get stuck with one process or one plan to achieve a good goal or to make art. And if that method starts to not work or doesn't work, well, we quit instead of being flexible, right? This 7th law, effectiveness is the measure of truth, shows us that following one path, believing in one thing is never really the case. There are always several roads leading to your goal, and you've got to find out which one works for you. So be careful about believing other people's truths. What proved effective in the past for them may prove ineffective for you in the present. Look, it's important that you always consider options before believing in limits. Test them. That just because it was true for them, it's not necessarily going to be true for you. Effectiveness is the measure of truth. When you embrace this law, you are filled with the positive energy of curiosity. You become a lifelong learner. Whether you succeed or fail is way less interesting than the excitement of learning and finding your truth by seeing what's effective. When you see effectiveness in your own life, you can see which truths ring true, which things work for you and for your life. Because effectiveness is the measure of truth, not opinion, not history, not pattern. Effectiveness is true for you. So there's 3 things to focus on this week. I would like you, number 1, to test everything out for your life and your unique situation. Test it. Don't just believe it, test it out. Number 2, I want you to become committed to lifelong learning and discovery. This week, I want you to commit to that. Yep, be a lifelong learner and a lifelong discoverer, right? Be curious. And number 3, I want you to live your life like a daring adventure of curiosity and change. What if you looked at something that happens this week as part of the adventure? What if you look at something that happens this week and be curious? Test things out. All power comes from within, remember. That was the last law. And now is the moment of power. So test it. See if it's effective. Because effectiveness is the measure of truth. And that completes the 7 laws of the Huna. I'm happy to share them with you. They're really valuable and really practical for artists. And when you need other practical advice and help for your arts practice, check us out at www.auspiciousartsincubator.org.